Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are going to be doing an intuitive flower reading, a pick a card flower reading. So if you have not seen these readings before, they are going to be channeled readings. I just use the energy of the flower to absorb the question, and I will just hold the flower and channel information intuitively. So what we're going to do today is we will look at the question of the person that you have currently on your mind and in your heart. So you can go ahead and start thinking about this person. I will hold up the flower for each of the piles for you to look at the flower while looking or while thinking about your person or visualizing them. So we're going to see how they are currently thinking and feeling about you. So their most recent thoughts and feelings about you. So it's been a while for an update on this, so I figured it would be a good time. So before we look at our selection, let's just set the intention here together. So Spirit, we set the intention for this reading to be for whoever it's for. I trust that you will guide those souls to this message here today and to the correct pile if this reading is right for them. So how is their specific person thinking and feeling about the viewer? So we're actually going to kind of do this reading half and half. I will do half of the flower reading, and then I will also be pulling a little bit of tarot and some message cards decks here to see what more this person would say to you specifically. So we'll start with the flower reading and then go into the tarot and message card portion. Okay, so group number one, you are going to be the white rose. Group number two, you are going to be this pink swirl rose. And group number three, you are going to be the yellow rose. So really choose with your intuition. You can close your eyes and think about your person and just go with the one that calls you intuitively the most. Okay. And the timestamps are going to be down below. If you would like to check out our Patreon community, I do post exclusive readings over there every week. One exclusive pick a card reading, as well as a weekly prediction scrying reading, and access to all of the extended readings that I do post on the channel. So I'll have that link down below if you're interested. So whenever you're ready, the timestamps are below, and we will jump into group number one. Hello, group number one. If you chose the white rose, let's go ahead and see what we can pick up on here for you. So tune us in here, Spirit, to anybody who chose group number one. So allow us to please channel for the person that the viewer is currently thinking about as they're watching this reading. So what does their person most recently have in their mind and their heart directly towards the viewer? So I trust that this information will find the viewer at the right time. So as I mentioned in the intro, I'll do half of the flower portion, and then we will go into some cards after that. So go ahead and think about your person for a few seconds as you're looking at the flower, and just infuse the energy into it. Okay, so let's see. So group number one, Spirit, this person that the viewer has on their mind and their heart. So how is this person thinking and feeling directly about the viewer? So what can we channel here? Tap me into their person's energy right now. How are they thinking and feeling about the viewer? So I am being shown this person feels like you're at a distance. It could be a physical distance, or it could be an emotional distance, or maybe both. But it feels like this person, they are perceiving you to be far away, okay, at a distance. And I'm being shown this person putting like something in their pocket. This is just kind of how they show it. I don't feel like this is literal, but they're almost like hiding something in their pockets. And I just saw a glimpse of the Seven of Swords. So this person could be very good at hiding how they feel right now. They possibly could be hiding something from you. For some of you watching this, they could be in another relationship, if that resonates with you, or they could have something else going on. And I feel like this person doesn't really know how to think about you while also hiding something from you, or navigating something else and you and your connection. So I feel like they are just, yeah, they're kind of like, it's almost like what they're showing me is something leaking out. Like if you close a door, but the room is flooding and the water will eventually come, out the door. So I feel like this person's maybe trying to hide something. And so we'll see what else comes up here. It definitely could be just in general that they are hiding their feelings for you, but it could be something else mixed into this too, to where they may not want you to find something out, or they may not want somebody else to find out their feelings for you. Basically, I'm just getting that this person's current thoughts is like current thoughts and feelings is that they sort of feel like it's getting away from them, that they need to do something to contain their feelings and thoughts. So they're a little bit, what's the word for it? Just kind of, I feel like this person's very congested right now, energetically, or just with the thoughts of this whole situation. Like they feel like they have a lot attached to them, or a lot that they're kind of dealing with right now. So their current thoughts and feelings about you, again, I'm seeing this person like observing you from afar. So they may have, if it has been like a separation for a while, they could be just keeping their thoughts at a distance, safely at a distance about you still. So maybe they don't feel ready to do something about it if that's the case. But if it is someone that you're already in contact with, they could just be, again, maybe not wanting to admit how they feel. And I don't know yet what that is that they want to say. So we'll see what comes up, and with the cards too. But it's like there's something more that they may want to say to you, whether it's positive, neutral, or negative, but they're holding back on it for those of you who are still kind of in contact, or it's someone current that you're connecting to. So they just kind of feel like I'm being shown this person's like pointing the arrows at themselves. So they may be very self-focused right now. They may be unsure how to blend kind of their life with you, or they just may be very mixed. It's like they're kind of showing me there's like 3 or 4 different jars, and it's like they're in every jar. Like they have multiple things going on. So their feelings are like distributed between those jars, if that makes sense. That's kind of how they're showing it. I do feel this person, they're showing me someone like changing the remote control on a TV, and they land on like you or your channel, meaning they think of you at certain times. So they could be trying to even, again, avoid thoughts of you maybe, but then it's like they end up going back to your channel. They end up tuning back into you. So depending on where you are with this person now, it's either something of a separation. And so maybe it's like they try to ignore their thoughts of you creeping up, or they try to ignore the pull to even check you up on social media or to see like what you're up to. But they can't like fully disconnect from you, or fully like, exit that channel out, or forget that channel exists. But same kind of scenario if it is someone current, that they may just be, especially if it's like a casual kind of thing to where you talk here and there, but you're not like in a relationship, they may have like a hard time forgetting about the times that you have together, and they don't want to forget about you completely, but they also feel like they have other like channels to tune into. which doesn't have to be other, people. It could just be things that they have going on. And I feel like this person tries to put on kind of like a brave face for some reason, I'm being shown. So maybe they are trying to pretend that they don't have deeper feelings for you right now. They just sort of feel scattered, is how it's coming up as of the moment that we're tapping in. So this is like their most recent thoughts after, whenever you're watching this, their most recent thoughts and feelings. So they could just be going through something right now too, where it feels a bit mixed up for them. But for those of you who are in like a separation, they're almost kind of getting irritated because they can't understand why they still feel something or why they still tune into that channel of you. And so they could be even getting frustrated with themselves. And I feel like for someone very specific, if this is someone that you have been talking to recently, they may have, and maybe you just stopped talking most recently. I feel like they have maybe been thinking that you would reach out, or maybe they didn't think that you would, but they thought that they wouldn't reach out, that they wouldn't be the ones to do it first. But recently I feel like they've been getting very frustrated with it and almost like just wanting to message you first. But I think that's for most of you if it's recent. But it could be a separation too. They could be trying to fight the urge or fight the feelings that they have of wanting to talk with you or reach out to you. How does this person on your mind currently think and feel about you? For someone specific, if this is kind of a new person, they may be, this is just very specific, but they might be like going home from your first date or something, or just dating you right now casually. And I feel like they feel insecure behind closed doors about themselves. I'm seeing this person like look in the mirror and feel not worthy of you. And it seems like it's someone that maybe either hasn't been in a relationship for a while, or there's just something that they don't feel like they are living up to their own like expectation of what they think they should be for you. So they may even be insecure about their looks for some, or just maybe like deeper things about themselves. And I feel like they're like trying to get over that so that they can build something with you, but they can't seem to like put it all aside. So they're just struggling with like self-esteem, and maybe like trying to hide that. That could be one of the things that they're hiding, that they don't feel good enough for you right now. And for those of you in separation, I feel like I'm hearing something like, can we start over? So they may want to start over with you. And I feel like this person, Spirit's actually showing me an interesting analogy or an image. They're showing me like this person's one foot is like in the 3D and one foot is in the 5D. And with the white flower here too, they could even be like half waking up to spirit, or like maybe if this is someone who wasn't previously like spiritual, there may be like half of them is starting to believe in those things, or they may even be just like on a soul level, they're like, somehow partially drawn to you for reasons that are their intuition calling them to you. And so there's maybe some sort of purification with the white flower here that has been happening within them, that they feel compelled into your direction, but they may not understand like why one foot is still sort of like dense, in the dense 3D world. So they could be still wrapped up in things that are of the ego, but they definitely feel like one foot is like in the angelic door with you, is kind of how they're showing it, whatever that's going to mean for you. And I keep getting this person wants to be more for you, though. I keep getting, so depending on where you are, I don't know, it's like they want to be better for you, or they want to be a better person for you, or they feel like they need to be a better person before they say something. And so it's like they're kind of maybe in the middle of this improvement of self, and they feel, but like I keep getting like behind closed doors, or they don't show this, their insecurities right now. And if it is someone that you're actively in a relationship with or connecting to, they may even like do certain things that make you question their feelings, but actually it's mainly like their own self-image that they struggle with when they are not directly in front of you. So that's like kind of what they are hiding, or part of it that they're hiding. Yeah, and so they're taking me back to like the distant feeling again. For some of you, this person feels, I'm hearing puzzled for some reason. I don't know what they're puzzled about, but they could be puzzled about the distance between you both, or if it has been like maybe a while, they may not know, like, it's sort of like a puzzle to them. Or you could even be like a mystery to them. Something like that. I just saw someone with very blue eyes come through. That could be them, or it could be you. Maybe someone just needed that confirmation. That's not for everybody, but someone may have very blue eyes, or there may have been a conversation about someone's blue eyes recently. Yeah, but I do feel like this person seems to be really like growing from something, some sort of mistakes that they've made, I'm getting. So maybe they really are, like, if it has been something recently that they told you that they wanted to, like, put more effort into this connection, they may actually be doing those things because I don't feel like they want to be someone that's not enough for you, or they don't want to be someone that stays in like a lower energy. So I feel like they have been, there's something about you that I feel like, again, they can't stop like gravitating back to, is what they keep saying. So whether that's the no contact or it's just someone now, it's like that's kind of the main theme of this, is that they can't help but to be gravitated back to you. And they may not understand it, but Spirit's saying it's because their one foot, or part of their front toes, have stepped into sort of the spiritual side of things more. Even if they've already done that before, there may be like a deepening of that. So they may not know kind of what's going on, but they just can't seem to maybe stop thinking about you, or like stop wanting to move into your direction. So let's get some cards now and see what else we can get here. So let's start with some tarot cards here. So Spirit, what else does this person on your mind? What are they thinking and feeling about you? They're showing me somebody like about to start a race, and it's like right before, it's like ready, set, go, and they have a false start, so they have to start again, and then they have another false start, and then they start again. So yeah, that could be the confusing feeling. Yeah, so there could be like a timing issue for some of you here. Depending on how this is for you, either you've had like many false starts, or this is current and it's like kind of like you're mixed up because you don't know where this person is right now. Why are they acting, this way, or why are they stopping and going? Or this is their own process right now of like when they think of you, the pull that they have to you could be very unconscious even, but it's like start and stop for some reason. So I don't know, there's something that feels kind of like it's a wheel here that keeps spinning. Yeah, so for some, they could also spend a lot of time alone, or they could be doing something right now that, the Hermit is very spiritual. So that could be part of where their one foot is in the spiritual door. Maybe they have something with the snow here on the bottom, like maybe they've been thawing out a lot of things within themselves recently, and it's kind of illuminated who you are to them more, or how they feel about you, even if they're not completely like there, if that makes sense. What is this person thinking and feeling here about the viewer? What's in their heart and mind about you? Four of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Cups. I just heard the name Amanda, or something that sounds like Manda, Mandy, something like that. What are they thinking and feeling about you? Yeah, I'm hearing Spirit say something about slow pace or turtle pace. So this person could be moving kind of slowly. I feel like I just heard New York for someone. They could be moving very slowly. And it feels like, again, with this Ace of Cups, that kind of represents that open door and that channel of you that they feel drawn to open with you. But I feel like this person, it's kind of like this is the congested energy I was picking up. The Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, like they feel sort of, it's like one step forward, two steps back. They make efforts, but then they move back. They're trying to, I just feel like this person's kind of self-focused right now though. They are kind of like trying to figure out maybe their own life, or if it is a relationship right now that you're in with this person. They don't like want to give up on this, but they're trying to put it all kind of together with like the effort into it and like how it's going to be done or how we're going to do this. Yeah, they're showing me like a dog chasing their tail. There's something which keeps kind of repeating here though. And that's kind of contributing to the frustration. And if it is someone who happens to be like in another connection, if that resonates, or if they're elsewhere, they may be chasing their tail with that situation and just sort of like running in place in a way. Feeling, again, compelled into your direction. The door is swinging open to a deeper love or like a deeper understanding of love, but yet their physical body maybe is feeling stuck still. So it's like that reference of changing the channels on the television. They may not quite know like what they're doing. Yeah, there could be something. I just need to block this card for YouTube, but they could be, I don't know, they're just, let me get a few more here. What is this person's thoughts and feelings here about the viewer? Okay, I just heard Spirit say ignoring the intuition. They're ignoring their intuition. Yeah, so there's something kind of, again, calling them, but they're ignoring their intuition. So this person just basically right now, they feel congested is the best word. They feel kind of like there's something on a heart level, there's something emotional that pulls them to you. But it's like they're going this way, and then it's like, it's almost like if someone's waving, it's like if this, if you're over here like waving a flag energetically at them, but yet they decide to get on the horse and go the other way, the opposite way. They're in some kind of contradiction of their intuition here. But I'm kind of getting Spirit say that it's going to catch up to them. There's something which is going to eventually catch up to them if it hasn't yet. Let's get some message cards and see what they would want to say to you. What would this person want to say directly to you about their current thoughts and feelings about the viewer? If they could be totally honest about how they feel right now. Yeah, but there is a bit of a timing issue though. So what would this person say to the viewers if they could be completely honest about their thoughts and feelings about you? Yeah, so we have, I'm not ready to talk. I will only push you away. And here at the bottom, I hid something from you and I'm afraid to tell you about it. That's what I got in the very beginning about that person or this person putting their hands in their pockets. And that's kind of what I mentioned too, that I wasn't quite sure like what it was, if it, because it depends on everyone's situation. Maybe like, let's say for example, that if you were dealing with them, they may not have been upfront with you about some things that were different, like the differences that you had. Maybe they felt that they couldn't work out. Maybe they just weren't able to tell you that up front. But yet in the background, again, there's still something of like a channel open to you that they can't seem to fully close. It could be that. It could also be that they just hid telling you how much they did feel about you. But based on what's coming up here, I kind of feel like this person, it's a bit confusing because with the Queen of Wands, how to explain this? It's like this person is just, they're like entangled in something. So maybe it is another connection, maybe it's something else, but it's like they're entangled in something, and it's in, again, like opposition to what their deeper self may be telling them or their heart tells them. And that's kind of where the back and forth feeling comes through of whatever came up earlier when I was channeling with the flower, just whatever that like back and forth feeling was. I just kind of feel like this person is currently in a lot of distress about something secret, or just something that they can't seem to like just say. And it could be an apology too. Please accept my apology so that we can move past this. So again, take it how it's going to be for where you are right now. This could even be something very recent for some of you. Maybe you just had a conversation the other week and they are on the brink of like wanting to apologize because it's something that they haven't ever maybe like, or they haven't been able to say to you, or that they need to say but haven't. I don't know what this is, or if it has been like a while. This is someone that you haven't spoken to for a while. It's like getting to them, this desire to apologize, or to like, it's like I can't find the word for the Ace of Cups, because every time I want to say to like open up to love with you, it's like it kind of is taken from me and I have to go back. So it's not quite there. It's not quite like that they are ready for something here to open this up with you or to reopen it with you. But it's like there's an uncomfortable feeling around that, to where like on a deeper level that's kind of like what they may want, but yet they can't seem to get themselves there. I hope that makes sense. That's kind of like how they're coming through. What would this person say to you if they could be honest about their thoughts and their feelings about you right now? Thinking about you makes me feel emotional and I want to open up to you about how I'm feeling. Yeah, that's kind of what I was just saying. There's like a desire to open up to you, but every time they go there, they pull back. And it seems like it's because of this secret or just like internal issues that they have, that in order for them to come forward, they know that they have to say this or to explain this. So they're like in this battle of themselves. And with the Six of Wands, like they could ignore it and keep doing things that feed their ego, when it's like it's again like in opposition to their higher self. And this was at the bottom, codependent, I need you. So yeah, with the Devil here, they could be someone who is not like in the fully the best position here, or they really need to overcome their own demons. Let's get one more of these and then I'll look at the other deck. What do they want to say to you if they could be totally honest with their thoughts and feelings about you? Yeah, but see, I'm seeing this person like stretching their neck to look at you. For someone, that could be literal, that if you are in the same, like if you work together, for example, or if you're in the same building, or if you live near each other, it's like this person could try to look at what you're up to. But it's very strange to me because they keep going between two completely different things. At the bottom we have, I will be writing you a message, I want to see you, and then we have moving on. So see how this person is, they're completely mixed up here. And that could be very specific, again, for someone. Maybe you have, I don't know who's who here, like if maybe you were the one to move on, or they've moved on, or they want to tell you that they need to move on, or whatever is happening here. It's like maybe they said that, but yet they're still looking at you, or there's still like there's like an underneath, like a unconscious desire to still be around you. It's very strange. Let's see what this deck says here. Anything else here? Anything final? What would this person want to say to you if they could be completely honest with their thoughts and feelings about you? This one like kind of wanted to fly out. You're the only person who truly gets me. Yeah, I really do feel like you are someone who offers them something different than maybe what they've experienced, or you stand out in this like spiritual way, but their 3D self is, yeah, the timing. There's like a timing issue here. There's something with the circumstances or the timing. They may not want to move on, or they may not have wanted to move on, but they just need to get their head right. It feels like they are just pulled here in multiple directions. What would this person say to you if they could be completely honest about their thoughts and feelings about you? And I'm hearing that again, distance. They feel like there's distance, or it would be difficult. How could you still love me after all I've done? I just have something else right now. Please try and understand. Yeah. A lot of signs are pointing to you lately. You are irreplaceable. I feel safer in the silence. I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. Yeah, this person, again, I feel like the signs that they're getting of you, they could even be in the dream state. We have karma is a bee. I finally got mine. Yeah, they could be getting signs about you in the dream state. This could be someone who your connection still affects them, or affects them. They could be still, again, like tapping into what you're doing or thinking about you. But it's like, to be honest, this person is, I don't even know how to explain it. Like they feel like there's no one else like you, or that there's no one that makes them feel like you, and you are irreplaceable to them. But there's like a deeper issue that they've hidden, and it's a combination of like other things that they have to do, and also the fear that like you maybe wouldn't love them anymore, or that they've done too much in this connection. And I feel like this person could be going through quite a difficult time here, maybe even financially, or something in the home life maybe. So they're like under a lot of emotional and mental stress. And despite that stress, they may not know how to shut off the kind of thoughts again of you, which come in from time to time. It may not be like consistently, but they come in from time to time. Or if it's something that, again, is recent, then it could be more like they could be thinking about you a lot if you've just had like a falling out. But they feel like that 1 foot in the door reference is that it's kind of going to be up to them to follow the signs and the heart intuitive feeling that they have to you. Because if they don't, if they ignore it, it kind of just puts them in this other cycle that they're avoiding. And they feel like someone who's right now been safer in the silence. So if you haven't heard from them, and you've been even maybe feeling their energy, or you just haven't heard them apologize to you, it's because they are kind of taking the easy way to stay in the silence and to stay safe right now, despite a deeper inner knowing that is still going on about you. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, I will leave it here, pile number 1. I hope that this reading was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and don't forget to check out our Patreon community for extra readings. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this pink swirl rose, let's go ahead and see what we have come up for you. So I'm just going to take a second to clear the space and set the intention. So as I mentioned in the intro, I will be doing half of the reading with the intuitive portion with the flower, and then I will go into the tarot and 2 message cards decks to see what more can come through from this person. So tune me in, please, Spirit, to anybody who is here who chose group number 2. the Pink Rose group. So allow us to tune in here to any of the viewers who chose group number 2. So allow me to please channel any information for the person that they have on their mind, the person in their heart. How is this person thinking and feeling about the viewer? So I trust that you will show us exactly what we need to hear today, and that you will guide those souls to this message here today if it's right for them. So just take a second to think about your person as you're looking at the flower. Just infuse their energy into the flower. Okay, so group number 2, this person that the viewer is thinking of, that the viewer has in their heart and mind. So tap me into this person's energy. Allow me to channel from their perspective. What are they thinking and feeling? What are their thoughts and feelings, most recent thoughts and feelings about the viewer? So most recently, what have they been thinking and feeling here about the viewer of the reading? So I'm getting something here, kind of came up for group 1 too, but it's almost like there's a racing around kind of energy. This person, I kept hearing the word late, so I don't know if maybe if this is something that there's almost like a, how to explain this energy? It's almost like there's like a rushing energy, or like a feeling of a fear of being late. Maybe they have a lot going on right now mentally, or they could be trying to plan something even towards you. I'll have to see what else comes up here, because it feels like it's just like a crowded energy that came in really suddenly. So they may have something going on here where, yeah, it's like they're showing me footsteps forward and then footsteps back. So far, kind of similar to what came up for group number 1. There may be a lot of similar messages here, at least partially. So maybe this person, though, in particular, they are very much in their mental space right now. They could be very analytical. For some, they could have air in their chart, or they could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be, but it feels like this person most recently has been very much in their head, which could explain maybe the rush of like crowded energy. They may have a lot of flooded thoughts here, which may not be like just about you. It could be about your connection. It could be about everything really, but it seems like this person is trying to push through that. They're trying to get to the other side. It's almost like if they need to run through like a maze or something where they could be in danger, but they have to try to run as fast as they can to safety. That's kind of how they're showing it. And I feel like they are trying to like find a solution with you, or trying to make something better, or to improve your situation. So if it's someone that you're currently together with or in contact with, they may either be trying to, like mend something with you if you are having some issues, and mentally come up with a solution. It could also be that they are just trying to overcome their own like stresses in life right now in order to be a more clear, clearer for you. If it is someone that you're in a separation with, it could be that they are very much in this like King of Swords observant energy right now. And maybe a part of them is just trying to, it's like I keep getting someone trying to like weigh the pros and cons, trying to make a list, make an Excel sheet. I don't know what about here, but they're trying to figure something out. They could be in like a very highly, maybe a time period of their life where there's a lot for them to think about. This could even like spill over into other areas. It could be different for everyone, but maybe they're like in the middle of some life changes. Maybe they, I don't know, have a lot on their plate to think about. So when it comes to you, it's like you're a part of that equation, but it's like it's kind of all together. This person's thoughts and feelings here about the viewer. Yeah, they keep showing me somebody coming out the other side of like a storm or coming out the other side of something difficult. So I feel like this will depend again on where you are. They may want to go to like calmer waters with you. They may want to solve something or soothe some sort of disagreement with you, or maybe to let you know that they are no longer angry. It could be various things depending on your circumstance, but they definitely, like, when they think of you, it's mainly like, it's not so much emotional yet, at least. It's mainly very mental right now. Of course, they could have emotions and they want to get your connection to a better place emotionally too. But as of right now, they're just trying to maybe figure out the logistics of things with whatever this is and solve something, is just what keeps coming up here. Yeah, and for someone, they may want to do some sort of explaining to you. So this may include like sending you a message or sending you an apology or getting things on paper, or to send you a message that explains what happened, or like to even offer some sort of closure for you, or to offer an explanation for how they feel right now, especially if there has been some kind of disconnect, or if you have been wondering, where the two of you stand. There's something of that, of like, again, like getting to a more peaceful place. Group number 2, what is this person's current thoughts and feelings directly about you? Yeah, I feel like this person's taking a bit of a pause though, or a break. They're showing me somebody just like on a hammock and thinking, reflecting. So if it is someone that told you that they needed space, it's because of this. It's because they're just seem to be under a lot of confusion or stress. And if it is someone that you have not spoken to for a while, they may actually be heavy in thought about you. You may have either popped up in their mind, okay, or you're kind of in all of this. So maybe, for example, if they're going through something else in their life, somehow you are also connected to that, or it brings up a memory of you. And so I feel like this person is just overall in that thinking energy, and you are included in that. That's just what's coming up here. But I can see it being mainly just thinking about you, especially if it's something kind of recent, or if it's someone that you're already together with. They may just be thinking a lot about your relationship, but it seems like it's more, it may not be so much thinking about you in like very romantic ways at the very moment. It may be more so thinking about the future, or like how things are going, or how things will work. Yeah, just very mental right now. They're showing me something here, which is, I feel, is mainly coming from spirit, but they're showing me that there's a larger purpose or a larger plan here happening between you both. They could also be aware of this. So maybe they feel like there's a better time for the two of you, or maybe they feel like there's something kind of faded here going on. So if it is somebody recent, they may be thinking a lot about how there's a weird, faded encounter between you both that they have to figure out what it means or why they met you. If it is someone in separation, it's like maybe they're putting together more of the pieces of something here connected to a bigger meaning. I don't think that they've come up with the solution yet. So it's like I can't really find the actual solution, because I don't feel like they've maybe completely come up with it yet. We'll see what the cards say. But they, in any kind of way it resonates, somehow they feel like there's a bigger plan happening with you both, or there's something with fate here. And for someone very specific, they could actually be coming out of something else. They could have ended a relationship with somebody else, or they could have closed a very big chapter of their life elsewhere. And this has kind of made them see things in a different light, like why things have been playing out this way in their personal life, and how does that part of the puzzle include you? Where do you fit in that? What does this mean? So I feel like again, there is a lot of thoughts, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have been thinking a lot about you. And if you've been thinking about them, this may be a sign that they have also been thinking about you. And so there's like an exchange going on here, mentally and spiritually, between you both, telepathically even perhaps. And yeah, I'm being shown someone like running to do something, but then I'm getting like them telling themselves to slow down. So kind of like I said in the beginning, something came up about that. I can't remember now. Something with being late. So it's almost like maybe they sometimes feel like they are going too fast, or they have a desire to do something very spontaneously, but then they hold themselves back and they try to talk themselves down, or they try to talk themselves into more sense. And I don't know the reason for that. I don't know if it's a new connection and they feel excited about you, but their logical mind tells them that they have other things to think about first, or if it's the fact that it's someone that, again, maybe for someone specific, they have ended something else, and it kind of like, well, now that I'm single or now that I'm free, I can reach out, and they kind of like run for the door. But then either the universe or themselves like holds them back, like this is maybe not the right time, or let me think about things. This person does have a lot of physical attraction for you, so they do seem to be kind of like excited or enthusiastic about the idea of being with you physically, or just being in your presence physically. Okay, there's something about that. So that's kind of like the rushing energy. Maybe they are excited about you, or they have these ideas about you, but then it's like they also pull themselves back or feel like they need to for some reason. Yeah, Spirit just showed me somebody getting in the car, excited to go to see you or to just move into your direction, but then finding out that their car has 3 flat tires and they look really disappointed. And there's something that I just heard about, like, I guess that's how it's supposed to be. So there's something like that where they feel like, I just can't tell which way this is. Either they feel like the universe is not on your side, they feel like maybe they're trying to do things, but they're not, the time is not right. Okay. Or there's this like, maybe it translates into this, again, like excitement about you, but then feeling that for whatever reason, I can't do it, or it wouldn't work out. But it doesn't seem to be coming from their feelings. That's the thing. It seems to be coming from something in the environment. So maybe it's the circumstances, or maybe it is something that feels divinely blocked temporarily. Maybe the universe is even doing things like that. Maybe not like flat tires, but maybe it's something that there's like an opening between you both, or something developing, but then there's like a few blocks that are put there by the universe for whatever reason. I don't know. Timing, we'll have to see what the cards say. But that's how they feel. It's like, so it's basically like there's something out of their control is what it feels like. But their own heart and their own feelings for you feel to be gaining excitement about you, or to be enthusiastic about either what could develop. Maybe if you are reconnecting, like the idea of reconnecting with you, or if it's a new connection, like it feels exciting to think about being in another relationship, or that they feel very attracted to you, but maybe it's like, I shouldn't rush too much, or we shouldn't move this along too quickly right now because of maybe the distance or because of other circumstances. So let's go ahead and see what else then. So tell us a bit more, Spirit, because that just flew out, Ace of Swords. So I was talking a lot about the mental space. So yeah, they've been doing a lot of thinking. They also could be wanting to quite literally like write you a message, send you a text, or to reach out to you. Or if it's someone, again, that you're already in contact with, they may want to share more of their feelings, or to like something about the solution, something about, here's the 6 of Swords, a solution to go to calmer waters. Like, let's get over the hurdle here, or let's clear the air with what happened, or find a solution for us to make this work, or to get to know each other. Those kinds of things. What are they thinking and feeling about you? Yeah, see, they're a little bit guarded and hesitant, and there's also something that feels like it's not a straight path right now fully. Like they may want it to be, but it may be a maze of their mind to like find the straight path forward with you. I'm hearing that Ariana Grande song. Positions, switching positions. Yeah, they're like, there's something with the circumstances. They feel like they have to switch life positions here to either make this work. I don't know if that's actually, or if this is their fear. So tell us a bit more. Six of Cups. For someone very specific, I just got a very clear message. This could be someone from your past, or you make them feel very, like I just saw marshmallows, like you make them feel very warm inside. So either they remind you, or there's something of like a soul connection here, even if it's new, or it is somebody from your past that's thinking very fondly. And it's like you make them feel very warm. That could be that reference of like, I want to run, to open the gate to go see you, like a dog or something. Like I want to just run to my owner, but there's like a holding back. And I'm not saying that this person, like, it's that simple to where that's how they feel like 100% certain about you. Like, of course, there could be a lot of other fears and things like that in the way. But if they would, like from a pure place, it feels like there's that attraction for you. What is this person thinking and feeling about you? What are their thoughts and feelings about the viewer? I'm being shown someone's mouth zipped up. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So there's something that they feel. Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords again, and here's the Ace of Pentacles. For some, I just heard, will you wait for me? Or I hope you'll wait for me. So they may feel like, again, if it's a separation, they hope that like you'll still be there. They hope that there'll still be this window right here with you when they finally come to this conclusion, or when the circumstances finally clear up. Or they hope that if it's a new situation, they just hope that like that this can work. They hope that you don't, go find somebody else before they had the chance to get to know you more. Because something's like causing them to, it's weird because it's like with the mouth kind of being zipped, they want to say something, but there's again, that feeling of like the flat tires when they try to move forward. What is this person thinking and feeling about you? Page of Cups. Okay, so for someone very specific, they don't feel like they're in a position to like protect you is what I just saw. And I don't know what that means, but yeah, they don't feel strong enough. I'm not sure if that's, I don't know if it's the circumstances. Again, maybe they are going through something very complicated right now, and they feel like they would put you in a vulnerable position, and they don't feel like they have the resources or the inner strength to be able to protect you from things. Okay, or it could just represent a struggle with their own like self-esteem in general. Maybe they don't feel worthy enough, or they don't feel like they have, like enough courage for this. There's something, especially if they're a man, I was just getting strongly with this, with the Emperor, there's something that they don't feel in a position of like being the Emperor for you. But I kind of get the sense it's like an environment thing for some. What are their thoughts and feelings about you? Yeah, but with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups, that's that feeling of like, I want to. Yeah, they definitely are very attracted to you right now. They definitely do want to. Five of Wands is here, Six of Wands. So yeah, it feels like there's some hurdles in the way. There's some obstacles here. But in terms of like their heart and their feelings and their thoughts about you, they're directly pointed to you, or they're mostly pointed to you. And it feels like there's this urgent desire again. And it depends on your situation. You know, for some, it could be that they have these desires to be in your company. I was getting a lot of physical attraction. So for some, they could have this desire to be with you physically, but maybe it's something that can't be sustainable right now. Or maybe it's like, if they could just act spontaneously, like with that flat tire reference, you know, that could even be the universe protecting you from them for some of you, because maybe they are not ready, or maybe they are involved elsewhere. So when they have those ideas of just wanting to come towards you really quickly, and maybe stopped by the universe, or could be the actual circumstances that they're in. So let's see what they want to say. So if this person could be completely honest with you, I just heard if I could be completely honest, and they want to point to this Knight of Wands. So they really want someone to know how attracted they are to you. I don't know if you just need that confirmation, or they're coming through to say, like, if I could be honest, like to give that permission for them to be completely blunt or honest, they would say maybe that their focus is on the physical. That's just something that came up when I said that, if they could be honest. What would they say to you if they could be completely honest about their thoughts and their feelings about you? So I'm not going to take all these, it's too many, but this one flew out. We have why. I don't know what has happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. So that could be where this person's like really in their mind trying to figure out every equation here to what happened. So maybe that's the case for some of you. I don't know if this is maybe like a no contact for a while, and nobody, like everyone just sort of ghosted each other, or there's just something of just, I don't know, some kind of confusion here. Depends on what it is. Or maybe you walked away from them because of the circumstances, but they didn't quite understand that message, or there's just some kind of confusion. What would they say to you if they could be completely honest right now? Or maybe it's a recent kind of, you know, argument that you had or something like that, and they don't know what happened there. So yeah, that's probably why they're overthinking things a lot here. So we have karma. My life is falling apart and I'm struggling. Big happy changes are coming when you least expect it. So that I do kind of feel for a lot of you in this group that there is some sort of opening that will happen here with you both. So if this is someone that you're hoping to hear from, or that you're hoping will like progress into better times, I feel like that's the case, because it almost seems like it's only because of some sort of circumstance mainly. If it were like, there's something to where they really want to like come forward to you, or there's that feeling of that anticipation brewing. So they could be going through something here. Yeah, so see, I've been in my head about you constantly. Yeah, this person has definitely been thinking a lot about you. The feelings I have for you overwhelm me, so I run away to process them. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of intensity. So this person is very highly attracted to you. There's a lot of intense emotions as well. So for some, this could be as well that they may have either ghosted you, or they feel like they can't handle the intensity 100%, which scares them. So this may be a very intense connection, and they feel the same way that you do with the intensity. And it's like with the Emperor in reverse, that's that feeling of, will I maybe be able to keep this connection afloat, or like, will I be able to handle it? If they did ghost you recently, it's because of that. And I think that they will come back with an explanation. And it's not, especially if it's like a newer connection, there's definitely a lot of attraction and there's a lot of desire for you. It's not that they were not interested. And they've been thinking a lot about what more could happen with you both. So I definitely feel like this person will return. I feel like you've moved on without me, and that's difficult for me to see. So some of you could have moved on. I just heard something about if I could be a fly on the wall. And they almost showed it in a way of this person kind of like watching you as a fly on the wall. Not actually, but like in like an energetic way, that even if you have moved on, they haven't fully forgotten you, or they haven't moved on from you. What would this person say to you if they could be completely honest about their thoughts and feelings about you? Yeah, I've thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. That's the same reference as everything that came up about the flat tires, and also the dog running to see the owner. There's a feeling of if they could, they would just come forward really quickly, but it's like there's a combination of them stopping themselves because of their own self-doubt, some personal issues that they have going on too, the circumstances surrounding this. And there's a frustration to like, how do I overcome this? Or like, how do I finally break through this barrier that keeps me from reaching out, or that keeps this environment, this situation that I feel stuck in, or whatever it is. It's like they're almost like determined to find a solution to that. And it may have something to do with their life kind of not going so well, feeling that they need to make things right because of like it's not going well elsewhere or anywhere else. I can't handle your words right now. I'm reminded of you constantly. Yeah. So they may have something with this Ace of Swords. I mean, obviously they have something to say to you here. It just feels like, again, it just kind of comes down to whether or not they are okay with like taking that chance, or if they have something specific to say to you, would you hear them out, or would you accept them? Or is there like a lot of explaining that they have to do? I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Your words linger in my mind. Again, they think a lot about maybe the conversations you've had. They could replay a lot of the things that you've talked about. They may be thinking about just hearing your voice, or there's just something with the mental and the words. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of consequence that they're feeling. I just got caught up in the moment. So for some, that's something they have to explain. That is I feel like this person, they're showing me someone looking in the mirror and kind of feeling like a clown is what I just saw. So maybe they feel like there's something foolish that they've done, or they feel almost like a clown or like a fool, or they feel like you would see them that way. For some, they have this personal like fear or like insecurity that you would mock them or something, or that you wouldn't take them seriously. I don't know why. For some, maybe they don't know if you're interested anymore, so they feel like they don't want to look like a fool. I miss the feel of you next to me. I'm just doing what I have to do right now. And here's that late message. I know it might be too late by the time I figure things out. So that makes a lot of sense with the beginning message. I feel like this, to summarize it, it kind of feels like this person, in the very beginning, I was getting this like flustered feeling about worrying that they will be late. But at the same time, it's like this person is floating between the two realities of missing out and taking the risk. And it does seem to be that there will be a breakthrough with this, but I feel like it's not to be like certain or to be promised, but it feels like they know they have to do something about this, and they know that they miss you. Yeah, I keep hearing something too, like I just can't stop, or I can't, it's like it doesn't go away. Maybe the thought of you doesn't go away. And it's like someone trying to run from a falling building, but the building is falling behind them because they created that, or they are trying to run from things that they have not taken accountability for. And yeah, but there's a strong desire to move into your direction though. But it remains to be seen if they'll act on it. But I will leave it here, group number 2. I hope that this reading was helpful. And if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below. And don't forget to check out our Patreon community for extra exclusive readings over there. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the yellow rose, let's go ahead and see what we have come up for you. So I'm just going to take a second to clear the space and to set the intention. So tune us in, Spirit, today to anybody who chose group number 3, the yellow rose. So tap us in here today to anyone that is watching for group number 3. So I trust that you have guided those souls to this message here today if it's right for them. So what is the person on their mind thinking and feeling about the viewer? So as I mentioned in the intro, I will do half of the reading as the flower reading, and then I will move into the tarot and the message cards portion. Okay, so go ahead and think about your person as you're looking at the rose. Just infuse their energy into the rose. And let's see what comes up here. So Spirit, tune me into the person that the viewer has on their mind and heart, the person that the viewer is thinking about as they're watching this reading. So tap me into that person's energy. So the person that they're thinking of, allow me to be a clear channel for what this person is most recently thinking and feeling about the viewer. So put me please into their thoughts and their feelings about the viewer. So what can we pick up on most recently? What have they been thinking and feeling? Okay, so they're showing me there's a lot of movement here. They almost show me like a slinky, and there was like a progression or momentum. So this person, yeah, there's like an opening here. So this person may be someone who their thoughts and feelings right now is that there's some sort of like opening with you. I don't know if this is the fact that they've been feeling your energy more. I am also getting that. As I mentioned for the other 2 piles, there's different groups of you. For some of you, this is like a no contact. Others of you, this could be like a new person. So take it how it resonates with you. But I do feel like this person has been picking up on a lot of your energy. They've been feeling like a heightened sense of attraction for you, or like they've been really feeling your presence, or they feel like your connection is really moving forward. There's like a progression here. There's like a developing maybe of feelings, or there's just like a lot of, I don't know, like a lot of energy being put into this is kind of how they're showing it. And I'm also being shown 2 people laughing a lot together. So they could be thinking a lot about either your times together, or for a lot of you who chose this, I mean, we'll have to see where the reading goes, but for a lot of you, this could be maybe like someone that you are in contact with, or someone that you are connecting to, and they've been really thinking a lot about how many like good times you've had recently, or how they really connect with you. They really like your energy. Yeah, they're showing me like a match, like 2 frequencies coming together at the same time. So they feel like there's some sort of match here. And if it is someone that you are not together with, that they could be feeling like somehow there's a frequency match, meaning that they feel the time maybe is right to say something or to progress something. There's definitely they're kind of showing me something which was stored up and then it's kind of like released. So I feel like the energy, if it has been held back, or maybe there either has not been contact, or this is someone that you were interested in or getting to know, or maybe even you haven't gotten to know them yet, and maybe it was like it hadn't fully started, or you hadn't been able to really like be together fully. There's a certain gate opening with that, to where there's now like a time for that to happen. And I feel like this person is feeling very excited about you. There's definitely a lot of, again, like enthusiasm here. There's a lot of desire. It feels like for someone specific, this could be like a message that is a long time coming, and they finally send it, or they finally express their interest in you. Or you finally, even like if it's like someone that you're dating, maybe, I don't know, you finally have your first kiss or something. I have no idea what this is, but there's something that feels like there's a relief connected to what they're feeling, or like an incoming energy that maybe hasn't fully manifested yet, but they're excited about it. So this person definitely, for someone specific, I'm being shown someone like churning left, but then deciding to go back and churn right. And when they churn right, it's to you or to your direction. So for some, there could even be either they went into a different direction, maybe they had interest in you before, but you weren't ready, or you expressed interest, but they didn't really reciprocate it until now. There's something about choosing to move into your direction and feeling that maybe even you have given them interest. Maybe this is someone that you've recently shown interest in, for some of you, and they feel really happy about that, or they feel like there's like a positive or promising potential here with you. So it feels like they've maybe like pivoted though, or detoured back to you, or just maybe it's like someone, it could even be they've been going about their way, and then you are over here and they kind of see you, even if you're like someone new that entered their life, and it changes things for them. So however this connects, it's definitely someone who feels to be very interested, and kind of like their interest is piqued with you. They feel intrigued. For someone definitely specific, I feel like if you have not seen this person show up, they're really about to show up very soon. This feels to be pretty solid. So if this doesn't sound like your situation, then I don't know, maybe it's not for you, but this person could definitely be wanting to see you in person, to physically even show up. They could be asking you to meet up with them very soon. It feels like they're ready. I keep hearing the word too, I'm ready. So there's like a readiness to wanting to see you, or wanting to get to know you deeper, to explore things. And I feel like this person is very, actually, they admire you a lot. They seem to put you on a bit of a pedestal, and they've been thinking a lot recently about how they admire you. They admire your qualities. They admire maybe the way that you've been showing up here. And I feel like they feel very like enchanted by you, or at the thought of you, the feelings that they have for you. Group number 3. What is this person's thoughts and feelings about you? Yeah, and for some, if this is someone that you've been connecting with, you may see a deeper level of emotional commitment from them. They may even want to share something more with you emotionally. They may want to deepen your intimacy, because it feels like they are ready to share that with you. They're ready to like open up more. And it just really feels like this person is ready to show up and to not only show up like physically, but they want to go deeper with you emotionally. So I can definitely see this being like a new situation for some of you, and maybe you've really like been able to open them up more than other people. You've been able to make them excited again about love. For someone specific, this person they could have been very shy, or they could have not, said much to you before, but now again, they're opening up. So that could be the situation too for some, that they have kept their distance or kept their silence. Maybe they had a crush on you for a while, or maybe you showed interest, but they were too maybe shy. There's just something about like the timing of things, or them deciding to turn around, or to at least like go into a different direction, try maybe something different, or try this connection if it wasn't previously their original choice, or I don't know, or their type of person that they would date. There's just something to where they feel they've been thinking a lot. This person's not so much like in their head, like some other groups here were a bit different. This feels like this is more of like their actual like body, like this is an action kind of person. This is someone who is not just thinking, they're not just contemplating, they're actually doing, or they're about to be doing. And they've been like feeling it, I guess. It's like more of a feeling. They've been feeling this connection. They've been feeling the direction with you. And this person could have had also some kind of glow up, I'm getting. Maybe since because I get for some of you that maybe you've known them for a while, but they haven't come forward. Or maybe you tried to date before, but it wasn't kind of the right time. But now they feel like there's a better time frame now for you. They feel like they've grown up maybe, or they've glown up, whatever that is, or they don't feel as shy anymore. There's something along those lines. Yeah, and they're showing me that frequency match again. This person feels like you're a great match for them. They feel like there's, like I'm being shown a key, and there's something about you that kind of holds the key. So they feel to be pretty secure and comfortable with you. They feel like they are fairly positive that this would bring comfort to them, or that you would be someone who would be on their level. This pile feels like it could be many different situations. Maybe they have been looking for their equal partner for a while, and they found you recently, or they woke up to the fact that like you are their equal. And I feel highly like energized in this reading. I feel like my heart is going faster than definitely the other two piles. So there's a lot of kind of like jitteriness with this pile. What are they thinking and feeling about you, group number 3? Yeah, I'm also hearing like this person feels like like I'm hearing we can make it work. We can make it work. So they really want to make this work. They really feel like if this person has not put you first in the past, it's like they want to prioritize you. They feel like there's something of you which is a priority to them now. They really want to make this work. They really feel like they want to show that to you. And again, for others of you, they feel excited about the fact that they finally found someone that like they feel things can work out with. For those of you who this is a newer connection, they feel really like just really excited and really blessed to have met you, because it's some different feeling that they've had for a while. For someone specific, they could be wanting to go out on the boat with you. They could be asking you to go on the boat with them, or you may go on the boat this weekend or upcoming weekends. and it feels like they want to have fun with you. They're excited to go have fun with you. Yeah, Spirit show me somebody giving a rain check, but then I'm being shown that that rain check is like no longer relevant because now they're here. So there's something like that. Maybe they were not ready before, or maybe it is an actual situation like that to where they were not available when you first met them, or they told you that they had things to kind of work on in their life, or maybe they were in another relationship at the time, or you were. And it's like that day of the rain check has finally come, because now there's like an opening here for the two of you to finally explore things. There's no more like waiting for it. It's actually here now. And they really feel like there's a soft spot for you. There's like an emotional connection here for sure that they feel with you. So when they're around you, or when they've been around you recently, you really like are able to touch their heart. There's some like you help to soften their heart. You are someone that feels like they want to be around you a lot more. They really want more of your company. They want more of your energy. And for some, that could also be the case that you came into their life and you kind of offered this rescue or like blessing to them, because they may have been struggling in their life. They may have been going through some hard times, or they may have not been accepted by their previous partners. And it's like you came along and you've been able to like show them love, or you've been able to show them what it feels like to be loved. So yeah, I mean, this person seems to be pretty invested in you. So let's go into the cards and see what else. So tell us a bit more, Spirit. What is this person thinking and feeling about the viewer? What is on their heart and mind about the viewer? Yeah, the Magician. I feel like for someone I am hearing, this could be like a future manifestation, because I almost feel like, again, jittery. Like I feel like I'm shaking for some reason. So this could be there's a lot of energy with this. They may be like untrapping themselves in order to manifest you. And with the yellow color here too, there's a lot of like energy being manifested, some sort of like positive outcome. So yeah, for some, this is like in the ethers. Maybe it's about to manifest, or they are putting a lot of intention, a lot of thought into you, a lot of effort, a lot of, it's like their focus is directed at you. Their eyes are like laser focused on you. That's how it's being shown. What is this person's thoughts and feelings about you? Yeah, definitely Ace of Pentacles. So I have these like yes or no little sticks in the corner over there, and my eyes just went over to that because it says yes or no question, and I got this feeling of like someone asking you to be their girlfriend or boyfriend, or maybe even for some of you it could be an engagement or marriage if you're in a relationship. And here we have the Three of Cups, the Lovers at the bottom, and the Seven of Wands. So for some, that definitely could be, they may ask you a yes or no question. They may ask you that question. Yeah. So yeah, they in this case, they feel like it's worth fighting for. They really feel like this is worth fighting for. And this is these two equal partners here too. They feel like you're a very compatible match. The sun is out with you. But I am also getting some kind of like offer on the table though. I am getting. So kind of like to make better sense of maybe what came up in the reading for some of you, there could be some kind of like ultimatum, but in this case, it's more of like for example, again, this person could show up and say that I'm ready now. Like, is it a yes or is it a no? Do you accept me back or not? Or do you want to explore this or not? Like there's something about let's come together. So they could even offer that to you. Yeah, for someone I am kind of getting, there could have been like a separation here. There could have been some time apart. And I'm hearing it was time well spent. So whatever they did when they were apart from you, they have come back a better person, or they've grown up with that. What are their thoughts and feelings about you? Yes, we have Judgment, Ten of Wands, the Empress. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. They really feel like you're, especially if you're a woman here, they feel like you're just like, you represent the perfect woman to them. You really represent the perfect partner. They're very fond of you. They really like you. They really love you. They feel like there's an opportunity here to make things right with you. So either to make things right after some disconnect, or to even, like, for some, like I said, it could be a situation where you went separate ways, or maybe you were at different parts of your life in the past, and it's like there's a time to redeem themselves now, to show you like who they are now, or maybe at this point of our lives now we can make it work. What are their thoughts and feelings about you? King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Eight of Cups, King of Wands. I saw the Queen of Wands earlier. Yeah, I feel like this person, they've had a different perspective, or they've had a perspective shift. Okay, so I don't know if that means that they've had this perspective shift during the time that you've been apart, or recently you've again shown them a different way of life. But they've really seemed to they've gone through like a wisening up here. And it feels like with the Hanged Man, yeah, they feel like again, that's that reference I was getting of like they've went left, but now they turn right. They've had a change of heart or a change of direction. And something about that change of direction puts them either back with you or just to meet you. And with that Magician, that could be this energy I was getting of like this like shaky feeling I'm getting in the reading, to where there's so much energy being put into it that they could be currently, if you have not seen them show up yet, there's like a, how to say, like a lot of energy being invested in the idea of you now. There's a lot of potential being invested in you because of some sort of sudden shift of perspective or judgment, wake-up call. For someone specific, if you are the one that has a third party, or if you have been dating other people, this person may really come in and be very persistent on being the one for you, like really winning you over. So I don't feel like they're going to back down. Like if you have somebody else, they will do anything that they can to show you, you know. See, this is at the bottom. You are the one, the only ones. This person, again, very certain about you. Yeah, and for someone, again, specific, that could even have been what happened, just for a few of you. Maybe you did choose to date somebody else, or you chose to just keep your options open because this person either wasn't available or because they weren't ready for a relationship, and so you may have just moved on, and you moving on, or you like dating other people, has been a catalyst for them, has been a motivation for them to not want to lose you ever again. What do they want to say to you? Group number 3, if they could be completely honest, what would they say? If they could be completely honest, what would they say to you? Okay, so we have confusion. I don't know. It was like stuck at the bottom, but I don't really feel like they're confused anymore. I feel like if anything, they could be, let's see what else they want to say. Yeah, we have I love you. What do they want to say to you if they could be completely honest? I have so much going on in my life and I'm struggling to juggle it all at once. We have choice. Yeah, so that's that direction. So for some, they could be, for some, there could have been a third party on their side too. Maybe, I feel like if the case is that they have already, or if they're already still involved in that third party, I don't feel like that's going to be lasting much longer. It feels like, maybe this reading could be predictive for like a few months from now. So if that is the case, it feels like they're going to choose to go into your direction because their heart is with you. But if it's not another connection, it could just be other factors. It could be their work, it could be things like that. They may feel pressured, but what would they say to you if they could say anything at all to you? Yeah, with that yes or no reference I was getting to, they may have to ask you yes or no too, have to make a choice here. Yeah, see at the bottom, I'm ready to take a leap of faith and risk it all for you. We have forbidden, even though we shouldn't, I still want you. I love the way that you make me feel, but I can't give you the same in return. So again, what I'm getting for this is that this is someone who I feel is taking the risk to not be like that anymore. I'm not saying that they, will be perfect, but it feels like this person is definitely, it's like their heart is so much with you. And it feels like with this choice here, this could be like this person with the King of Pentacles. That's why they were wrapped up in something else, or they've been having to give their energy elsewhere. And so they see you as such of a valuable person with the Empress that they put you on this pedestal of wanting to be the one to like prove you wrong, even if they can't do it like right now or immediately. That's what it feels like, because it does feel like they're going to show up here eventually. Yeah, see, this is at the bottom. Nervous. I feel like I can't breathe. You make me lose my cool, and I just don't know how to act in your presence. I feel like you've moved on without me. That's difficult for me to see, and the risk here. So again, I feel like for some of you, you may have moved on and they saw what they've lost. And you've always been the one, but there's just been some sort of complication here. Like they've either always loved you, or they're just realizing now how much they love you. For those of you who it is a newer person, meeting you may have changed everything for them. It may have made them realize again what love is. But I feel like they are kind of nervous. I feel like this person could be either like a very high-strung person, or they may have a lot of energy. They may have like a lot of energy or something with this King of Wands. Maybe when they come forward to you, they are very expressive, or they could be very animated, or there's just some ball of energy here that they have. And if it is, because I do feel for some of you who chose this, there could be some kind of third party entanglement, either for you or for them. And so it could be like a forbidden fruit. But the way in which they want to show up with you or for you is with love. But there is an ultimatum like on the table here. What would this person say to you if they could be completely honest? It's like they definitely don't want to lose you. Am I good enough for you? I can still feel you. That could be the nerves too. This person, for some, maybe how you'll know who they are too. They may put on like a really good front that they're very confident. They could be confident, but there's like an underlying nervousness here. And I don't know if it's because of one of those two scenarios. Either this is new and it's like very fresh and exciting, and so it's kind of like making them nervous, or it's someone that feels that you are such a catch that maybe it's been a while and they don't know if you would still feel the same. It's like they put so much pressure on themselves because of how much they care for you. What would this person say to you if they could be completely honest with you right now, most recently, about their thoughts and their feelings? Yeah, this person is saying to give them a little bit of time though. So this might be something which is manifesting a bit more in the future, maybe a couple months or so, depending, because it feels like they're waiting for some sort of clouds to pass, some like final clouds to pass. There are still so many unsaid things between us. What does this person want to say to you, group number 3, if they could be completely honest with you right now? I'm reminded of you constantly. I'm in a much better headspace now. It all comes down to timing. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. These are at the bottom. We have, you are special to me, even though I told you otherwise. Maybe we're just too different. I don't know how I feel anymore. My mind and heart always comes back to you. So this could be also some kind of confusing situation here too, because they do love you, obviously. And this is the thing here too, getting into a better headspace. So maybe there has been some things that have challenged this connection. Maybe it has been differences, or it has been that they've been confused about what they wanted. There's definitely been some sort of like in the past or now or like most recently, one or both of you have been confused about what you want, or there's just been some issues with actually just being together. And I feel this person is not wanting to just let that off the hook completely. They feel like I don't know, it almost feels like a circle though too at the same time. Let me get one more of these actually. Can you give me one more to summarize this? Like their heart always comes back to you. Okay, you've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you. We're connecting. Yeah, I made the wrong turn. So take this how this will fit, but I feel like for a lot of you, this person may have made the wrong choice. And I don't know if they've told you this or not. And the yes or no question could also be more of like their own mental space. Like they have to ask themselves yes or no. But it feels like they are energetically really wanting to choose this and really wanting to be around you and really wanting to move this connection forward. They feel very strongly about you. So maybe you just need that confirmation. But there's a lot of pressure in this reading. Again, it almost feels like it's weighing really heavy here. It's hard to talk. So I feel like this person feels very pressured. There's so much that they want to say to you. The perspective shift. They're going through this perspective shift. But I will say, I don't know if right now they know 100% what to do. So the energy we picked up on could be a bit more of like a future timeline, because it seems like there's still something like caught here. There's still something that they're confused about. Not about their feelings for you, but maybe the circumstances. This person also could have been very much in their ego and their pride, and they have to really set that aside. And it depends on what the like long term of this is. It's possible that this person could want to just like show up, and they will likely show up, but they also, this may not be like something that is like long term for years. Like it's hard to tell where it goes long term. So maybe this is something that they are still kind of not able to deny their heart feelings, but the long term of it could be where there's still some confusion. So yeah, I will leave it here, group number 3. I hope that this reading was helpful. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and don't forget to check out our Patreon for exclusive and extra readings. And I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.